try, work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color.
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You better bring it. You better bring it.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
At the 9-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Escape situation. Let's go. Kill. Hey. I'm on the 50.
Jameis to throw it. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready, black 22. 47. Oh, here we go. Green, triple team. Check black 47. Check black 47.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
We better now.
4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And taken at the 46. Touchdown, New Orleans! Ted Ginn, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt, and they score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready, black 22. Here we go.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready, blue ready. 47. Check, 47. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
2nd and inches at the 14-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Hey, switch gears. Wait.
Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really...
Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. These two teams all tied after 1.
87's mark. Don't worry about that.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
You're good, you're good. I'm forward, ready. Third. 51.
Now Breeze. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
36. 12.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. 95, 56. 51. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 11. 51's the mine. 51's the mine.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, wahoo! Check me out. 11. 51. Man out.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. of big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Now Breeze. Well, this is caught by Gill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Winston now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
On 2nd and 1, Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now it's Ginn. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Ready.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
21. Here we go. Easy, opposite. Check.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. We're waiting.
51. All day, just like that.
Hey, easy.
Watch the slant. Motion.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Blue ready. Green, triple T. Get that quarterback.
Throwing, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again with Winston. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ready, 95-56. Target.
On play action, it's Breeze. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check, 47. I'm coming.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Jameis now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Ready. Blue 80. Check, 47. Let's go, D.
from the red zone now. Winston. The left side completion to Jones. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover.
Second and 4 at the Saints' 13-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Left side, caught by Matthews. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
51's the Mike. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Mike 51. Mike.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
We go. 5-1. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. You don't want none of that. Give it. Pick up the ball.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready. 5-8. 5-8. 45. Rip left. Rip left.
To throw is Breeze. And he finds Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They needed 15. They got 16 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
2nd and 5 now. Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe...
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike's 47. Mike's 46. Keep it up. Hey, check.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Evans has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play, Winston to Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They come up in an offset eye. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. The give is to Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go! Let's go!
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Check mic.
Breeze now. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
They still playing soft. Y'all playing.
Here's Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
53. Kill.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving down a 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers' 38-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw, it's Breeze. And Matthews makes the grab. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Blue lady. 57 to Mike. Check your hot read. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A give to Jones. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Here's Ginn. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, let's get in that hole. Hey, easy. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
One final try here for Breeze. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our